I don't want to make this controversial, so more than a question, this would be a wish. We wish to see you fighting the Lok Sabha polls in 2029.
My Rajya Sabha tenure runs out in 2029.
Sir, first and foremost, a big thank you for being a foreign minister. You have made India proud. And once again, thank you for coming to Gargi. We'll all remember this moment for our lifetime. Sir, I don't want to make this controversial, so more than a question, this would be a wish, and I would be speaking for many of us when I say this. We wish to see you fighting the Lok Sabha polls in 2029. Of course, you are re-elected for Rajya Sabha. So I'll just say this is a wish, and is there any possibility? Jai Shri Ram.
My Rajya Sabha tenure runs out in 2029. So I will leave it at that. I think this time around, the sense was that someone like me would be more useful, more effective for my party. Being in different places rather than being in a constituency, and that's the call, because at the end of the day we are part of an organization, and the organization takes that call based on everybody evaluating different people. On the set of issues that you raised, look, it was not my intention to say everything at home is going splendidly and everything is fantastic. That was not at all what I was projecting. I was actually saying we have to work hard at home, because it's our achievements at home which will win us respect abroad. Now, we are today roughly below $3,000 per capita income society. We are cumulatively, as a country, our GDP is less than $4 trillion. We have a long way to go. We hope our first target is to cross the 5 trillion mark in the coming years. In the Amrit Kaal, our target is that we will cross the $30 trillion economy. And Goldman Sachs actually predicts that by 2070 something, we will actually be the second biggest economy in the world. We have to know, it will not happen automatically. I mean, people have to work hard, there have to be right policies, it's something which will be an aggregate or cumulative of everything that we do. Now, I completely agree with you that any growth of any country has to be inclusive, that you have to carry, no country will be well served as one segment is growing and a large part of it is kind of left behind. So if there is, I would say, a working principle that we have in the government today, certainly for the last 10 years, and by the way, I'm the foreign minister, but I'm very deeply involved in in everything else that the government does as well. I can tell you that we actually in the government are looking at exactly the issues that you're talking about. That, there are certain districts in India where the development rates, development level is way behind the rest of the country. So how do you give them special attention? There are categories of people. There are, I would say, in a total population of, we are about 1.4 billion today, okay? 800 million people, which is about 55%, 60% of the population of our country. They do not have the income levels to actually ensure that they get enough food and they are healthy and nutritious, which is why actually we provide them 5 kilograms of food as their entitlement every month. There are people who struggle for health access. This whole Ayushman Bharat is about health. We know in this country, and I'm saying this in this institution, that one of the biggest problems in this country is the gender gap. Today, I would just look at it this way. I'm connecting to you 3 dots. The whole toilet scheme, because actually the lack of toilets was such a big disadvantage, particularly for girl children in other environments. The whole Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao. And then something like, the Mudra scheme where you give loans and you particularly give loans to women. So how do we actually narrow gender gaps? How do we narrow income gaps? How do we ensure, after 70 years of independence, a large part of our country didn't have piped water, didn't have electricity at home. Many villages did not have a pakka road leading to them. There was no doctor within 3 kilometers of where they lived. These are actually today, when people ask us, because I'm here to talk today about foreign policy. But if I were to give, actually, if you ask me what has changed in the last 10 years, these are actually the socio-economic realities, are actually what has changed in the last 10 years. If there is a sense of optimism, which doesn't mean, I come back to your point, it doesn't mean that, oh yes, we have done our job and everything is great. It means that if we could actually fix so many things in the last 10 years, why can't we think bigger? Why can't we do more? Why can't we be more ambitious? Why can't we set higher targets for ourselves? And this country has it